Good morning, students. So, in earlier class, we discussed about the bus bar arrangements in the substation. So, bus bar is the one of the most important part in substation design. Based upon this, the rating of the substation and the safety, the reliability, everything is to be decided. So, bus bar schemes are discussed in earlier class, which is a single bus bar scheme. Single bus bar is sectionalization, main and transfer bus bar, and double bus bar is single breaker. So those four bus bar schemes are discussed in earlier class. So in continuation with the double bus bar with single breaker, this one is the double bus bar with double breaker. See that the schematic of double bus bar with the double breaker. So there are two buses. Both buses are identical bus. The description belongs to the double bus bar with single breaker, what we discussed, the same here also. But what is the major difference between the earlier system and this system is the bus 1 and bus 2 are connected with a single breaker in earlier scheme, but in this there is a double breaker. There are two breakers are connected between each load. So both buses are identical buses, and there may be a provision for us to transfer the entire load, either bus 1 or bus 2. So same buses are having a caliber to carry the entire load of the station. So you see here how the incoming lines are connected and how the outgoing lines are connected. There are two incoming lines, there are two outgoing lines. So this system is somewhat costly compared to the earlier, but more convenient. More convenient. Why? Because every incoming as well as outgoing is to be taken through the breakers, so that the operation is more protective and more qualitatively functioning compared to the single bus bar. But the cost point of view, it is somewhat high cost than the earlier one. See the typical double bus with double breaker scheme. So this is a costlier process but more advantageous process. So let us see what are the advantages of these schemes. Advantages. Each circuit has two dedicated breakers. Yes. So obviously every circuit has two breakers. Has flexibility in permitting feeder circuits to be connected to either bus. Has a flexibility in permitting feeder circuits to be connected to either bus. Any breaker can be taken out of service for maintenance. So is there any failure of the breaker, at any time you can take out of service for the maintenance. And high reliability. So as the system is costly and advancedly, obviously the cost of the system increases and gives the better quality, better reliability, better continuity, like this. Yes. So disadvantages. So disadvantages, more expensive. Already we discussed that as the number of components increases, costlier process, but high reliable process and continuity process also. So would lose half the circuits or breaker failure of circuits are not connected to both buses. Lose half the circuits for breaker failure if circuits are not connected to both buses. See here. This is the one of the drawback. Why? Because only two incoming and two outgoing. Two incoming as well as two outgoing. Suppose one line has any problem, half of the circuit is to be out of service. Is failure of the circuit. So this is the double bus bar with single breaker as well as double bus bar with double breaker. So shall we move for the last scheme, which is breaker and a half scheme. It is also known as 1.5 breaker scheme. 1.5 breaker scheme. See the connection of this system is. So here also two buses are identical buses. Two buses are identical buses. And bus 1, see the bus 1, this is the bus 1. These are the incoming lines is, and the outgoing lines you can observe here, and all these are to be connected through a tie breaker. Yes. So here already double bus bar, only two breakers are there, but the third breaker is coming to picture here. You see, suppose this tie breaker is not there, this seems to be a double bus bar with a double breaker, but here it will come into picture. This breaker can be partially working for this breaker and partially working for this breaker. So that is, this can be shared. The operation can be shared by this scheme as well as this scheme. That's why this is 1.5, this is 1.5. So this scheme is known as the 1.5 breaker scheme. Yes. So see here, suppose the supply is coming like this. The supply is coming, and directly this tie breaker is functioning and going throughout. At the time bus 2 is out of touch, whereas bus 2 is functioning, this breaker is functioning, and then the supply goes to like this. Yes. So here bus 1 operating time, 1.5 breaker is functioning. 1.5 breaker is functioning. That is the reason it is known as a breaker and a hop scheme. Yes. So let us see the description of this one. This is the improved version of double bus bar with 2 circuit breakers and uses lesser number of circuit breakers. Yes. So improved version of double bus bar. One additional breaker is sharing the operation of the rest of the 2. In this method, one spare breaker is provided for every 2 circuits, and the breaker is taken out for maintenance. Yes, spare breaker always gives the high reliability, and the protection is complicated since it must be associated with center breaker with the feeder. Yes, the protection is complicated since it must associated with the central breaker with the feeder. Yes. So let us see the advantages of this scheme. Advantages: this is more economical as compared to double bus bar, double bus double breaker arrangement. A fault in a breaker or a bus will not interrupt the supply. Addition of the circuits to the system is possible. High reliability. Any main bus can be taken out of service at any time for maintenance. So drawbacks point of view: 1.5 breaker per circuit. The relaying becomes more complicated as compared to that in the single bus arrangement. The maintenance cost is higher. So students, in the bus bar arrangement, there are 5 types of schemes are there. While writing in examination point of view, you have to concentrate much on the schematics. Once you are having a schematics, writing part is very simple. Once you have a awareness on the schematic, how each bus bar scheme is to be functioning, automatically the theoretical approach is to be very easier for us. So students, with this, the unit number 3 is over. So any doubts? Next class we will start the unit number 4. Thank you all of you. Anybody having any doubts, please make a call to me. Otherwise, write your comments in the WhatsApp or email with the email ID and WhatsApp number. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. From next class onwards, we are going to be start the unit number 4.